Hi, it's Gio. Good morning. It's a beautiful morning here on June 13th. And so video is for the owners, the Cheeseman Family Trust, and to show them what's going on here and at the house. And so here's I guess the corner, and the property actually starts here, and it's an old entryway here. And this little field here, actually I cleared of all the trees and brush maybe a year ago, and but it's difficult to maintain, and it wasn't something that I needed to do for the lease, but I wanted to do because it was really getting overgrown. I've also cleared this guinea grass a number of times, and it keeps growing back. So I'm tired of clearing it, and unless we get a plan to landscape it, I will just leave it go. The neighbors don't like it because they feel like the seeds of this plant are blowing over onto their property, and they've told me that it really bothers them. And also visually it's not really very nice. I would be interested in doing some kind of a landscape plan, planting maybe a panax hedge or areca palms as a roadblock, and so we can talk about that. So continuing on, you can see that this is overgrowing. This is a weed here, other weed. This is a nice little plant, but it's too much trouble for me to do this. This isn't part of my lease. Here is an avocado tree, which is, as you can see, kind of dying off. It could actually be made to be a beautiful tree if it gets pruned substantially back and cleared out, and that would be a nice part of the frontage. So this is a idea. This area here I started to clear, but there's a whole bunch of debris in here, junk. So this is more of a big job to clear this out. This field, it has, as I told you before I cleared this, I took my dump truck and backhoe and dug out all of the trees that were growing here. And here's an avocado tree, which is kind of getting eaten by the vines and stuff. And back in here is, get in here and see if we can see, it's a major junk pile. With this is the old steel trailer that that pushed out of the way, and here this is all just junk trees. This could be cleared out and mowed and made to be beautiful. And there's battery land. Here is a stash of batteries. There's probably about 10 or so of these batteries in here, which would be nice to get cleared out. Here's our east neighbor over here. There's the fence line, and here's some more junk that's been left here for a while. And so, okay. Show this avocado tree. Here's an avocado tree in the front lawn, and as you can see here, we have vines that are growing up and going to be killing this tree. So it would probably be a good idea to clean it out. So let's walk back and we've done some work in here. The yard we're maintaining pretty well. The avocado tree was looking much worse than the other one about 6 months ago, and cleaned out all of the brush and trees that were growing inside, and the vine that was killing the tree up there has been cut and cleaned out. This got a few avocados on it, but it'd be nice to really cut this tree back and bring it back to life with a little bit of food fertilizer. This area here I tried to get cleaned out. I cleaned all of this elephant grass back through here, and this was all invading into the yard, and this was quite a job to cut all this stuff out, but it's growing back again, and again it's a maintenance problem, and so maybe we can work something out to be doing more in the yard. Underneath here is a big hole, which I covered up with some temporary stuff, but I can't mow it because it's too deep and I can't get my mower over it. I think it's a sinkhole from the drain, and there's another hole over here actually, which I could fill up if I had some time and an agreement to maintain this place. These trees are starting to overhang and should be pruned back so that when I ride in here with the mower I can at least ride it underneath here. Otherwise I'm not going to be able to mow this section anymore. Here is the bougainvillea tree that you paid $300 to get removed, and it's still here, coming back, and it's now going inside the windows and going to be ruining the screen. Oh, okay, here we are in the front of the house. A little difficult to mow this, but trying to improve it with a little landscaping. The front door is kind of funky, doesn't really work well, and it's difficult to use because there's no overhang. Maybe to build a little porch here so that it's sheltered. Here's our friend who takes care of the house. I would like to improve this and enclose the garage area, and we can talk about that. Okay, so coming in, thanks for the new washing machine. It's doing a great job. Here's the screen door that we talked about getting fixed. And it really, this is two doors. The other one, this is the inside door, which didn't work. And I put this here so that it would work better, and bought this one, but it's falling apart. And it doesn't really fit on top, and the mosquitoes come in there. So it needs a new door. Okay, in we go. Here's our special keeper of the house. Kitchen's in pretty good shape, and not much to say about the kitchen except for the refrigerator. These have been breaking, and finally have put in the duct tape to hold these together. Here's what catches the water when it drips down, when it gets full, and then it actually comes down here on the bottom, and it fills this with water down here. We've cleaned that a few times. And then there is these have fallen apart a few times, a little bit more duct tape to fix it up. It runs most of the time. My electric bill is unhappy. The screen door doesn't really fit too well. It's kind of falling apart. And this I just put in so that I didn't have to break it, but it's not working. I installed this under the cabin light, and that really helps out. And also the water purifier over here. Okay, here's a wonderful shower, and unfortunately I've been trying to clean this corner here for a while, and it doesn't clean. It's just stained, so it's not cleaning. Also we have ants that are kind of making a home here, and it kind of drops down onto the tub and doesn't make for a pretty picture. And the plug in the bathroom that we talked about a year ago still doesn't work, so I'd like to get that done. Well, I hope you enjoyed the tour. I do like it here, and it's really convenient for me to be by the farm. There's about 6.5 years left to my lease, including the extension, and I would like to be here for that time, and take care of this property and improve it, as I've been doing at the farm. I got this really huge $250 a month rent increase, which percentage I can't even calculate, it's so high, which is supposed to go into effect July 1, and I would prefer to work something out whereby I can have a long-term lease so that I know that I'm going to be here affordable, and take better care of the property and do a lot of the landscape and cleanup and preservation work that needs to be done. So, and make some improvements to the house and enclose the garage and kind of upgrade a bit. So hopefully you will agree with me, and we can work something out so that I can have a written long-term extension, and know that I will be able to afford it in the future and improve it. So please consider that. And Tara, hopefully you can give me a call when you have read this and spoken with your parents, and we can talk about how we can work together in the future and create a long-term lease here to correspond with my lease on the land. So thanks so much for taking the time to look at this and think about it and get back with me, and hopefully we can come together that's mutually advantageous. So thank you very much, and aloha, and I look forward to seeing you soon in the future, so that you can see all the beautiful stuff we've been doing here, and the new flower market garden, which has just been developed with really incredible, beautiful flowers. So aloha, I wish you all health and happiness.